Hey everyone, welcome back to Nerdom with J&J. James Charmack here. So today we're going to do things a little different. We're going to take a look at the figure stands rather than the figures. So I have 3 figure stands more or less, or 3 types that I use predominantly. We're going to look at the Hasbro dynamic stand, which I just found out recently they actually sold through Hasbro Plus, which, as if you watched the Black Widow one, I said that they should do. The Neca dynamic figure stand and the McFarlane figure stand that comes with random figures. So we'll take a look at each one, see how dynamic the range is, more or less, for posability and whatnot. I'll see how they look with like a flight stand or flight figure, and we're going to test it on like a heavy figure, see if they can hold up a load without falling over or something. So let's get on to it. We're going to start off with the one I've used the longest, the Neca. Now the Neca figure display stand, the dynamic display figure stand, was the first one I encountered. I found it at Toys R Us back in the day, and I usually find it at Target now. It goes for about $13 nowadays. It used to go for like 10, but prices went up. So it comes with like this nice little card bag, whatnot. Shows you what it can do on the back. Let's open it up and we'll take a look at the stand. So opening it up, you have a couple of base display options. You have a suction cup based, where I don't really trust suction cups, so I usually just use a standard ground base for it. And the display arm itself comes in more or less one piece, but you can take off the extender arm if you really want, and put it like that. Now it's got 6 sides to it, so basically you can't really turn it around to get. You have to kind of put it in certain ones, certain positions. So it's not going to look, if you want to put it, say, straight on, you can't put it straight on, so he's going to be at like kind of a tilt, but it's kind of a drawback, but whatever. Anyways, it's nice and easy to install because it has each thing has different shapes, so just pop it into the right shape. Give me really. There we go. So there, it's easy as technically it's a lot easier than that, but anyway, let's go on. So each hinge has a very small Phillips screwdriver, so you loosen it up or tighten it up as needed. Has 2 hinges more or less, one for the gripper arms and one for the foldability arm. So this can go up like that, all the way like that. I wouldn't go that far just because the way the base supports the weight, and it can extend up that far. So that's kind of cool. So as you've probably seen through the videos, this is the one I predominantly use. It does pretty well, but what I don't really like is sometimes the screw will get warped or whatever through constant screwing and unscrewing, and then you're kind of stuck. But it is what it is, right? Now the Hasbro Legends displays, or the Hasbro display ones, like I said, they started selling them through Hasbro Pulse, and I jumped at it. Bought 3 with a 3-pack for basically about the same price as I pay for a Neca one before shipping and whatever. So let's open it up and see what we can do with them. But yeah, like I said with the Black Widow one, I was really impressed by these when I did the Black Widow review. So we'll put these together and see what's what. So at least we'll put one together. And now the packaging. So looks like the parts itself are relatively easy to put together. The base has all these options where you can put the arms wherever you want. Usually I just go with the back area. Plus you have 2 figure pegs there where you can actually put a couple figures on if you want it, so that gives you more playability and whatnot. Next you have this here extender arm. Put this right here, in here, any day now. Okay, so It has this kind of range of mobility, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I knew that before when I was doing the video. Plus you have the pincer arms, which you don't have to screw or anything. You can go full range of motion, go side to side. Can't really go up and down, but whatever. And the arm can go up that far and go down that far, so it's already looking more user friendly than a Neca one to me, anyways. So yeah, three of these for the price of one Neca, worth it to me. So actually, I forgot one more little thing, or I just discovered it. Basically, you can also adjust the arm up and down as it is, so you got that going for you. So definitely a bit more, a little higher up on the scale than a Neca one. Anyways, let's get on to the McFarlane one. So with your McFarlane display stand, which comes with random figures, can't really we can't really buy it online or whatever that I know it's probably gonna buy through eBay. But anyways, the stand has one little peg on it, and the arm itself can go up and down, and it can rotate, and the pinchers obviously pinch itself. So not too much, but we'll see if it has it where it counts for flight and whatnot. So let's take a look at how these figures would hold up a figure that's in flight. Like, we'll use the Henry Cavill Superman, for example, and see how it works. And here we have him on the McFarlane one. Looks pretty cool. You gotta keep it kind of static because it is a little wobbly. Obviously, you can see. So no sudden movements. So I don't know. I would have liked if the arm was a little more stable, just because wobbly kind of says like maybe down line it could break if you have something that's a little bit too heavy, but it is what it is, right? Now the Henry Cavill figure on an Neca one looks alright. You have to put it, jigger it in a way so it looks kind of like it's going to stand up straight compared to the base. But that being said, the base you have to actually, the heavier the figure, you got to put the more weight toward above the base so it doesn't tip over or whatnot. And just doing that, it's a little lazy to do it to knock him over, but still pretty solid looking. Can't really have him face forward like that, obviously, because he's going to fall down. So it is what it is. And just to try it, where I turn the arms on its side, this is how he looks with doing it that kind of way. It's a little bit wobbly there, but looks like the base can hold it up, so that works too, I suppose. And using the Hasbro figure stand, it'll work pretty well if you want to hide the arm itself on the figure, but the way it looks like he's looking down, rather if you want him to look up, it's probably not going to work out for you. So however, if you want to just turn the arm sideways, it looks pretty good. Just you probably can't put a figure or two on the display stand. You probably put one figure on there, but two might be a little bit tricky, but that looks alright to me. Now for a heavy figure, you don't really get much heavier than Ben Grimm in a standard figure format. You probably get a little bit more with like a Build-A-Figure, but we're just going with the standard one. So we're going to use the thing to test out these display stands and see if it'll hold up without falling down over or whatever, or if it can hold the figure without the figure falling over. So let's get to it. So the Hasbro one, clearly the arms itself, they're small, more or less built for a smaller figure. They're not going to work for a Ben Grimm. I got the arms around the leg, but the arm can't support him, so he has to lean against the extender. So clearly the only way you're going to use Ben Grimm is with the figure peg on this one, so that's not going to work. Now for Ben Grimm on the McFarlane stand, that's another no-go. The arms are way too small. Couldn't even fit the arm around and the thigh or bicep. And I tried to make it look like he could support himself with the chest, even if it doesn't close all the way, but couldn't do that. So yeah, McFarlane's not going to cut it either. And Neca is a winner, but it is straining. The joint here is definitely working it. I think I remember trying this once with a heavy figure and it snapped. So you clearly don't want to. You can do it, but I wouldn't advise doing it, let alone with the extender arm. But you know, it does win. It does support it to a degree, but I really wouldn't advise it. Now, which one do I like the best? As I've probably stated over the years, I like the Hasbro one. I've always liked it since that Black Widow deluxe figure came out. I've used that one specifically for my videos, and since I just bought the 3-pack, I guess I can retire that one and make it that one Black Widow centric again. So glad to have these. I'm looking forward to using these more in my collection, and I'll still buy the Neca ones just because for convenience. But I'm sure now and then I'll probably go into the well and buy some more from Hasbro Pulse, as I want to consolidate the collections, and it'll help me build room, especially for my Spider-Verse collection. And when I want to do, like I say, an Infinity War display or an Endgame display, that'll help me in spades. So yeah, which one do you guys like? Let me know in the comments below. Which one would you like to see, like say a McFarlane one be sold online or whatever? Would you like any improvements on these? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, my name is James Sharmack. This has been the Nerd Room with J&J. Thank you guys for watching. We'll get back to the action figures and continue on with the Captain America wave, the Disney Plus Captain America wave. And until the next time, guys, keep on collecting and happy hunting.